just to give you a quick view what this is all about. Oh, Satisfactory at its best, right? Satisfactory at its best. Welcome everybody, I'm Papa Snusi, and it's the next beautiful day in Satisfactory. Welcome back, episode 14. I left you off last time with this absolute madness here. On this tiny platform we built all the machines to get to our goal to 1200 Alclad aluminium sheets per minute. And I did present you all the math, all the effing math for all this madness, and to give you a quick overview what we did last time, it's looking something like that. I have to fly very far away to get all that in the picture, but on this tiny little platform we're gonna produce 1200 Alclad aluminium sheets. Give me all that sheets. So I did go all over the numbers last episode. If you have missed that, you can check it out. The link to the whole playlist is in the description down below. And I got so far that I did all the pipes last episode, and that was a real headache. I just placed 4 hours long straight pipes, but it's gonna be worth it for the future. It's gonna be worth it. So I'm gonna try to avoid all the numbers again in this episode. But yeah, as I mentioned, if you haven't checked it out, you can learn a lot in the last episode. The link is in the description, and if you're down there, consider subscribing and leave me a like and a nice comment. Like a friend of mine did in the last episode. I said, leave me a nice comment, and he has written down a nice comment. Funny dude, I'm gonna smash him one day. Now one thing before we get to the project of this episode, ladies and gentle peeps. My hard drive cooking is, I think, complete. I have only one recipe to choose from, and that's charcoal. Not really useful, but we are gonna do it anyways. But Papa, you have 14 hard drives left. What the hell? What is going on in this game? Oh, you know what? I've one last thing to unlock, and that is the nuclear power. No, I lied. I have 2 thingies, but a hazmat suit. I have not really a use for that yet, so we have to unlock nuclear power to get the rest of the alternative recipes. Right? Right. So let us see. Launch that bad boy. And off you
Milestone
go.
reached. With the provided buildings and parts, you can now set up nuclear power generation, which balances an increase of fuel production complexity with improved power output. Uranium scanning unlocked. Note: this method of power generation creates nuclear waste.
Nuclear waste. So true, so true. What we've got here. Nuclear power plant. Oh, we have to just check it out. What do I miss? 5 super... Oh, I have supercomputers. From my last hard drive run, right? Just quick to check that bad boy out. Land on top of that building here and place some of these thingies. Something in the way there? Oh, look at that. And it's so huge. That's what she said. Hey, buddy. And bam! Whoa. It looks so good. It looks so good. Okay. Okay then. Let me cook up some hard drives again. So we have that thing out of the way. The last alternate recipes we can unlock there. And now for today's project, my lovely friends. We're gonna make this happen today. We're gonna make these Alclad aluminum sheets happen today. I hope I don't fly too far. Too far? No, I should be fine. Perfecto, El Mundo. We're gonna make this project happen today, and the last steps would be, well, last steps. There's many steps left, so I don't even know where to start. Yeah, I kind of have an idea, but it's really difficult. Okay, what we have done so far is I did make all the pipes, so all the fluid stuff is out of the way. Now I have to get to the belt stuff, and on these machines, what's here missing? Yeah, packaged water. That means empty canisters come out, so packaged water should come in from this side here and outputting the empty canisters on this side. And that's luckily just one row. It is 33 refineries for this madness, but luckily it's just that row. We have to belt up and nothing to do with pipes. Then on this row here, aluminum solution is coming in. I have done that. We need to bring in coal and out comes the water. I've done that with the pipes and the aluminum scrap, of course, and 150 per machine. That's a lot of scrap. And I think there's 2 rows of these machines. Yes. Then on this side we have the cheap silica and so on. And what the hell, where do I start? I tell you what, I'm not gonna build everything and skip to that in the video. I'm gonna build something, and once it's done I'm gonna catch you there. So that means that's a lot of cuts in this video, but I think that's the best way to do it. So I'm gonna hook up the belts for one ingredient, and then I walk you through all that, where I did put the belts and so on. And just in a few steps we get to the finish line. I can't wait to turn these bad boys all on together. Ooh, it's gonna be great, it's gonna be awesome. Stay tuned, I'll catch you in a minute. And I'm back, and you know, I just did whatever I was done for, so I did bring in some quartz and some limestone. And to show you off all that, there's the 3 quartz line come in, because we just need 3 480 lines of quartz to get to the cheap silica recipe over here. Just quick to show you that this comes all down into here. Sorry for my hopping skills there, not really a good thing, but yeah. Okay, 3 lines silica coming in here. This is a simple 3 to 4 splitter I made here. I showed you one of them 2 episodes ago, I think. So 4 lines of quartz coming into here. There is 1 line, 2nd, 3rd, and the 4th way back there. And on the other side of the medallion, there is some limestone as well to come in to get us to cheap silica, raw quartz, and limestone, as you can see. And the belt routing was actually not that difficult. Couple doohickeys and hicks up here and there, but most of it was just repetitive work, as you can see. Belt lift, 1 up, 1 down. No, actually all of them down, 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 all the way to here. I mean, that's 119 machines. You can imagine how many belt lifts that's gonna be, and splitters and whatnot. And here comes in 2 rows of limestone. I didn't hook them up right now, as well as the silica I didn't. And actually we needed 5 rows of limestone, and the other 3 come up way back there. I just hooked up some limestone nodes all around my base here. So 2 of them are right down there. I had the infrastructure already laid out there. That's where the waterfall is. And the other 3 are over there, and I have to show you that. Here we are. 3 limestone belts come in just around the corner of our map. I found 3 normal nodes, I guess. That's plenty enough, and I routed them through my existing trail line. And that's exactly why I built this the way I built it. So The belts go down beneath in these foundation frames and go all the way to the base, down beneath under the train rails. And that is very cool, very convenient. And you, Mr. Bumpy Thingy, always stuck inside of here. I can't help him. The only way I can remove him from here is to kill him, but I'm not gonna do that. No train. And the 3 lines go into the base right here and go up my tower. So, concrete out of the way. That train you just saw there is the Quartz train. And if we follow this train track, we come to over here, where my beautiful bridge is, which we built 2 episodes ago, where the bridge all starts. And here is plenty of quartz. Here are 6 nodes of medium quartz, and that's pretty handy. So I just had to build a train station here right beside my train line, and 6 quartz belts come in the same method I did show you before with the limestone. So it goes under the train and it goes under the train rails and go into the station here. And the way we did it, Roxor was joining me, is pretty cool. Can you see? There's the train track and down beneath are the belts. How freaking cool is that? How freaking cool is that? With these foundation frames, that's so nice. So nice. And the way it's handled down beneath, I just have to fly a little bit. The way it's handled down beneath looks like that. And because there's 6 nodes, we only need 6 train loads, if you understand. So these 6 lines come in here, 3 on the bottom, 3 on the top, and they go all through the station inside here. And if we look at the station a little bit from far away, I think it looks very cool. And it called it Quartz Load. Very interesting name, Papa. I think this station looks very nice. You can do really amazing stuff in this game. You just have to have time and the patience to do it. Now what we're gonna do right now is hook them all up, baby. 1 power line through here, and this guy's turned into the green, and on the other side the power line is coming from our little maintenance building to the here, and we have Quartz going. Hello, poop train. Okay, these 2 out of the way, let's move on. And here we are again. Oh, what is that? Little tiny water bottles. Aren't they cute? A little fix-it sign on the top here. Fix it all over the place. Fix it all over the place. Okay, I think the most tedious thing I did right now in the past 2 hours or so, routing all the belts for the bottles and the empty canisters, which come out on the other side, of course, through these machines. Oh my god! Oh my god! In my mind, I just decided I'd never do unpackaging water again. But wait, we only use 9 of the 25 belts with packaged water come in. So yeah, a little bit more work on unpackaging water in the future for Papa Future Snusi, Papa Future Snusi. But hey, you wanna go big, you have to go big. Okay guys, I have to show you that because this is really cool what I did here. Okay, all the belt routing stuff is down beneath, as you know. And the empty belts here are for the empty canisters. Of course, the machines are not turned on, so nothing's coming here. But where are the belts where the water come from? Well, down beneath here. And every now and then some 480 belt comes up through the top. And you know, that's not really interesting what's up there. It's just the conveyors connecting to the machines. What's really interesting is down here. Whoa, what have you done again, Papa? I think I got really down to it and made that really nice. So we have another hanging stuff down to here where all my fuel channels are, and woo, I love building this and see the final outcome of all that madness. And look at that, look at these spines. Wee. Oi. Oi. And here we are where the distribution for all that water is. As you can see, we're not even using half of the canisters, half of the water bottle belts. Just 9 of them, 4 here on the side and 5 here on the top. And I wrote them behind there because there is where the quartz and the poop come out. And here we have 9 going up and 9 coming down. Just to give you a quick view what this is all about. Oh! Oh! Satisfactory at its best, right? Satisfactory at its best. Okay, water stuff out of the way. Let's continue. Okay, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Water out of the way. Silica is here. Now we can do what? Next row, what was missing here? You guessed it, the coal and the output for the aluminum scrap, right? So, luckily enough, if we take a sneak peek down here, there is 2 pure coal nodes just sitting around, so why not tap them and bring them into base. And these 2 nodes is enough to get us 1440 coal a minute, which get transported through my belt elevators here onto the top. And on the ceiling you can see the belts going through, 1 up here and 1 on the other side up to here. I just had to fill 2 belts and that's totally enough, and they overflow split them into the machines for the aluminum scrap. Now for the output for the aluminum scrap, 150 a minute. That's a terrible odd number, so I decided I make 3 outputs on 1 belt. That makes in total 450 per belt. And ooh, this routing belt, guys, look at that. Look at that. Wow, 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 wow. So there's coming in 16 belts aluminum scrap. Oh, that's gonna be looking so freaking awesome when it comes all down these lines here. Wow, wow, wow. So 16 belts coming into our foundries here, our 30 foundries to produce the aluminum ingots. And the most complicated stuff I've ever done with belt merging and splitting is right here, but I think I have it clearly done, and it's so a fantastic method. I have to show you this. Now each of these machines need 240 aluminum scrap. Okay, we bring in with 1 belt 450. So what I did here, first time I used them really properly, I placed down some smart splitters. How this works now is 450 line comes in, feeds the first machine with the left output here. In the center from the splitter goes the overflow, and on the right side none of the materials. So 450 minus 240 makes 210, goes in this merger. On the other side exactly the same deal, and we merge the overflow of both 210 to make a 420 line. Now the 420 line get split into the next machine. So I have to count 420 minus the 240 for the machine makes 180, and then comes in the next line of 450, 240 in the machine and 210 into the merger together with the 180, and so on. And it perfectly works if you do this method until exactly the half of the machines, 15 to here. So there's the last 450 line coming in, 240 in the machine, 210 into the merger, and from all the splitting and remerging there comes only 30 through this splitter here, gets combined and makes the last 240 line. And for the other machine comes 8 other belts in and do exactly the same. And once I figured it out, it was pretty easy, but the first, oh hell. But yeah, as I said, once I get the hang of it, it's pretty cool and amazing stuff. So each of this machine get this 240 scrap, and we continue from there on. For the silica to bring in, we have this 4 rows here producing all the cheap silica. Here I have to combine them now and take it to the foundries as well. Then after that we take the aluminum ingots and to the assemblers to get us the sheets, the all important aluminum sheets. And there we're done. Oh my god. Oh, so excited. I'm so excited. Can't wait to turn these bad boys all on together. So I'm off to work. Catch you in a minute. And Papa's back. Another day in real life, and not the same day in Satisfactory. Okay, I connected up all the silica, did combine the outputs down to here, not going over some numbers, don't worry, bore you guys to death. But when you go on the top, you can see all the outputs for the silica now. Quickly, just a little bit higher up, yep, like that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 belts go into the foundries, as you can see right here. Ooh, pretty nice if you ask me. Can you guys remember one recipe did also produce silica in the first machines over there? Well, this comes throughout to here, 3 lines of silica, and go to the foundries as well. Well, these 3 lines came from all the way back here, where our first machines are. Can you remember that? Alumina solution produces also silica, just 20 a minute, so we only need 3 belts. And yeah, this row produces also silica and goes all the freaking way to the other side of this holy platform. So many belts, guys, so many belts. Can't wait to turn it on. Whoa, it's like a parkour inside here. Nice. So all the silica connected into the foundries. We can finally produce aluminum ingots with all the scrap and the silica. And the ingots got combined. Every 6 machines got combined. We have 30. 1 line is going in this row of assemblers. The other line is going in this row of assemblers. Then the middle 6 foundries get combined here. Looks like a mess, but it isn't. Feeds this 4 assemblers. The other half feeds this 4 assemblers. And on the other way we do exactly the same. This 6 foundries feed this 8 assemblers, and the last 6 foundries feed this 8 assemblers. And what is needed for the absolute last step to get to Alclad aluminum sheets? Copper ingots. And yeah, we have copper smelters, 30 of them, laying around, sitting around here doing nothing, of course, yet. But yeah, they're here, 30 of them. We need 2 lines, easy as it is, every machine produces 30. I already hooked up the copper from some miners from down on the map. And these 2 lines get fed again under underneath here into the assemblage to get to our final product, the Alclad aluminum sheets. Ooh!
Bruh.
And we produced 30 per machine. That means 1,200 Alclad aluminum sheets. I wonder, has someone done that in update 3 yet? I don't know. Let me know in the comments section if you know someone, and send me some pictures on Twitter or Discord if you have done it. I'm wondering what you have done. Okay, my lovely Satisfactory friends. One last thing to do. You can see all the flashing red lights there. We need to get some power to these machines and purify this whole floor a little bit. So that's the last thing I'm gonna do. One last cut, and then we turn on this beast. Oh, here we are, ladies and gentlemen. I did something so satisfactory you won't believe. You know, I wanted to have this floor very, very clean. And as that project wasn't big enough, I did something that was very time consuming as well. So hold your breath, and you got to see the most beautiful power poles you ever gonna see. And bam! Oh, they took so much time, but look at that. Look at these power poles. Oh, they're so cool. Oh, they're so cool. Oh, and I ran them through all the whole floor here and got to power every machine. I didn't hook it up. That's why it's flashing red. But oh, look at them. Look at them. Yes! So freaking cool. I love it. I love it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. The bauxite is coming in. The quartz is coming in. The cute water bottles coming in. The black gold is coming in. The copper is coming in. And the limestone is coming in. I have even some glory holes to access the floor beneath by foot and overwatch all the belts. Now the time has finally come. After 15 hours this project took me, we are able to connect this power line and all the machines should turn up and we can finally test this beast. Hold your breath. Take a coffee cup, grab the popcorn, and here we go! Oh yeah, my lovely Satisfactory friends. It is working. Not perfect yet. You can see not all the belts fill up at the same time and it's not supposed to be a 480 line here. There's only coming 300 on one 480 belt. But we are close to it, we are close to it. I won't lie to you, we have some issues. Of course, with the water bottling setup I made over here, there's a couple errors in it and I have no solution right now. Not right now. I think we have to stress test this system a little bit more to get rid of all the issues in it. I mean, it's not a lot of issues, most of the stuff is working, but these damn unpackaging water refineries get clogged up with the empty canisters. Not every machine, but a couple of them, and I have to address that issue. So I'm gonna sink these sheets a little bit more into the awesome sink. And I'm gonna stress test this system a little bit more. I think it just needs time, but we did it. And what a huge moment this is, ladies and gentlemen. Look at all the sheets. Look at all the Alclad aluminum sheets. Oh, perfect. Now to test this system, I'm gonna sink them. Later on, I'm gonna store them in some bins. And we have all the Mark 5 belts we ever gonna need. Right, Mr. Power Pole? Oh, yeah, right. Okay, ladies and gentle peeps. On that note, let's fly up here. Take an overlook over the scenery once again. I thank you very much for watching. If you like that content, what I'm doing here, smash that like button. And if you're down there, consider subscribing as well. I mean, we just started with the Alclad aluminum sheets. So I really appreciate a subscription. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Leave me a nice comment what you think about this all. And as always, catch you next time. Bye bye.